When we hear about heat waves, what kind of images do you usually see? Well, it's not all fun in the sun. Actually, these images can be misleading because, well, heat waves kill around 500,000 people worldwide every year. And those numbers are only going up.
We're talking about extreme heat.
With more than 100 million under alert.
Authorities are warning that the temperatures could be deadly.
Claiming dozens of lives as people struggle to keep cool.
Some are lucky enough to cool off indoors with air conditioning, but most people don't have AC. And let's face it, neither does our planet. So as the temperatures rise, how can we stay cool? Turns out architects have become unlikely heroes here, tasked with a difficult conundrum. How can buildings keep us cool in a warming planet? When it comes to handling heat stress, our bodies can only cope with so much. Humans cool off by sweating. That's our internal air conditioning. When sweat evaporates, it lowers our temperatures.
Sweat evaporation is the key avenue of heat loss. You're supposed to sweat and you're hoping that the environment allows sweat evaporation.
But when it's really humid, our sweat doesn't evaporate well. So it's not just about heat, it's also about humidity. That's where wet bulb temperatures come in, which accounts for both. If high humidity meets high temperatures, it's harder for us to cool down. And that can be deadly.
When you are hot, your skin blood flow will increase and therefore you will begin to strain the blood and therefore oxygen they are supposed to be supplying your vital organs.
And in many places around the world, these extreme wet bulb temperatures are becoming more and more common.
The populations that are often affected are the two extreme ends, which is one, the infants. The other extreme would be the elderly. Basically, they don't have the capacity behavior to respond to heat.
So if our internal ACs are struggling to adapt, what about these ones? AC is more than a luxury. It can literally save lives. But that's if you have it, and most people don't. Only about 8% of the nearly 3 billion people living in the hottest parts of the world have AC at home. And here's the other problem. It's extremely carbon intensive. AC is responsible for around 4% of all greenhouse gas emissions, twice as much as the entire aviation industry. While it protects some of us from heat, ironically, it also contributes to worsening climate change for the rest of us. As temperatures flare, lives depend on staying cool. And that's where architecture comes in. Take this building in Bangladesh. It's called the Friendship Hospital. And it's located in a region which is vulnerable to heat waves and rising sea levels.
There are no choices for the poor people. They have to come out of their home. They have to work in the open field under the sunlight. When this heat waves is there, they suffer from different kinds of problems.
The Friendship Hospital is a refuge from an increasingly inhospitable climate and scorching temperatures. And not only do they save lives here, they save a lot of energy too.
A model hospital with a climate-conscious design and built with bare minimum of resources.
It's been called the best building in the world for its clever use of so-called passive cooling.
The idea is there is enough ventilation there. The cross ventilation, so that the air is coming from one side and passing out. And there are big windows, so people can have a cooler effect while they're inside the hospital.
A canal filled by rainwater runs through the middle of the campus, cooling the air as the water evaporates. And the brickwork, made of local earthen materials, provides a lot of shade and keeps the temperatures low. Staying cool without AC in Bangladesh is a major feat, considering the extreme wet bulb temperatures they experience that will only get worse. Buildings like the Friendship Hospital show us a way. By designing our homes, our offices, our hospitals in harmony with the climate and with nature, we can stay cool without turning up the AC and heating our planet even